Thank you, Mr. McClintock, for coming to me. I know there's a lot of debate about the budget. One of the issues that's coming up before you shortly is postal reform. The Postal Service is allegedly having no financial problems. There's a bill in front of Congress, coming up in front of Congress on these issues. Darrell Issa wrote, they're trying to close lots of small post offices throughout the country, trying to lay off federal workers. And one thing I'm not sure the public knows is the Postal Service operates solely on stamp sales and services. 1 cent of your tax dollars go to run the Postal Service. And it's a vital entity in this country, not only for business, but for people, for medicine, for the elderly who don't have computers to communicate. And we're here as my constituent in your district and as a Postal Board to encourage you to support the continuance of the Postal Service. One of the problems, the financial problems right now, is free funding of retirements. There was a law passed in 2006 that made the Postal Service pay for 75 years worth of retirements in 10 years. Okay, they've overpaid by $75 billion according to the Office of Inspector General. All we need from you, Mr. McClintock, is to support that refund coming back to the Postal Service or credit us for that $75 billion overpayment, and then we can deal with future growth and how the Postal Service operates in the future to provide the ultimate service that we do for our customers.
I'm not familiar with the condition of the Postal Workers Pension Fund. I will tell you that if it is overfunded, it is the only public pension fund I'm aware of that is overfunded. Most of them are grossly underfunded. My experience in the legislature was when we had a surplus in the pension fund, the legislature, over my objections, spent that surplus. Actually, they increased benefits. When we hit a recession and the pension fund's investments dropped, there were huge public subsidies going over, and in fact, that's one of the things that's bringing the state of California to its financial needs. So again, I can't comment too much on that because I'm not aware of a specific fund. I do know this: the Postal Service is going to need to be restructured in a manner that restores it to fiscal solvency. There are a whole bunch of small post offices, a lot of them throughout the rural parts of my district. You know, this district goes all the way up to the Oregon border. These are tiny little post offices that are running at a significant deficit. The basic problem is this: there's no competition. Competition with the post office is prohibited unless it's express packaging such as FedEx and UPS. If the Postal Service is to continue, I believe it's going to have to move into a more competitive environment. If we're going to start closing these little post offices because they're losing money, we're going to have to at the same time stop the government monopoly on postal services in these communities so that people will have the opportunity to start their own postal businesses, just as FedEx and UPS can. The other thing is, I think we'll probably have to cut back on 6-day-a-week delivery. In this age of email and the like, that is just that's an expense that is unwarranted. So it's going to have to be restructured. There are going to have to be some serious changes. But I agree with you. It's vital to maintain in one form or another, and I'll do everything I can to assure that it is placed on a sound financial footing for the foreseeable future.